So I've been spending the past couple of days playing a lot of games that I have not had the chance to play for a very, very long time, and one of those was Pikmin 3. I was downright blown away by how good it is. I think, actually, that this is probably one of the Wii U games that I have personally overlooked the most. Like, yeah, I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. I played through it like day one. Um, it was a great game, but I think it was kind of overshadowed by, the Wonderful 101 and all the other crazy shit that was coming out that year. A Link Between Worlds, I believe Fire Emblem Awakening I bought around that time. No, that was the year before, wasn't it? There were plenty of games I was playing around that time. Pikmin 3 kind of felt like it just sort of came out, and I just sort of bought it, and I don't think it helped that I had only just bought Pikmin 2 as well a couple of weeks before, a couple of months before. So I played through it, I liked it a lot, and I kind of forgot about it. But now, coming back to it all these years later, it really is an underappreciated Wii U game. This, more than any other early Wii U game, I think, kind of establishes the Wii U as being truly superior to the PS4 or Xbox One, in which it actually has a unique, interesting first-party title that incorporates the gamepad. It incorporates this unique controller in a way that is beneficial and interesting to Pikmin. And I'm shocked that more people don't bring that up. I always laughed at people who said that, like, the gamepad wasn't utilized enough in games, because it was always kind of ridiculous. It was more of a case of, like, nothing is enough for these people. Like, people were just making up excuses to not like Nintendo and not like the Wii U. But Pikmin 3 was spectacular, and coming back to it and playing through the mission mode, I streamed a little bit of it a while back, actually, a couple of days ago, and I had an absolute blast. Like, the mission mode is incredibly fleshed out, incredibly addicting, very, very challenging. Like, there's so much going on there. It's so fun. It really is a lot of fun. Like, sure, it doesn't have, like, the near endless amount of content that the Wonderful 101 does, but the Wonderful 101 can be kind of tedious and grindy, and, like, it probably takes a little bit longer than it should to get everything in the Wonderful 101. But Pikmin 3 is a bit more accessible. Like, you could probably clear it all in like 20, 30 hours. It's not terribly long, but it's not terribly short either. Like, it does feel like the most fleshed out, content-packed Pikmin game. Pikmin 2 is not a real Pikmin game. Pikmin 3 is just, it's such a great blend of what made the original so good while doing its own unique thing, its own evolution. And I found it by far to be probably, on my repeat playthrough, right? Probably by far being the best of the series. I found it incredibly engaging. I found it addicting. I found it charming, fun. It just, I really couldn't put it down for a couple of hours. And for such an old game, one that I haven't been playing all that much, that is pretty special.